A raucous sound reverberates through a massive gym in the heart of Los Angeles. Dozens of reporters and spectators jostle one another, camera flashes popping incessantly. They are not only there to watch the open practice, they're there to witness Amanda Brooks in person, the American boxing champion who has held her crown for 3 consecutive years. Amanda steps into the ring, her physique solid and gaze icy. She is famed not just for her devastating punches but also for her arrogant attitude. Always ready to mock anyone who dares to face her, every time she appears, she delivers a flawless media spectacle, part fighter, part entertainment star, and above all, the fear instigator. Suddenly, from the crowd, a lean figure quietly enters. It is Selena Johnson, a 20-year-old black woman, wearing faded workout clothes, her sneakers worn down at the heels. In her hand, she clutches a confirmation letter from the Martial Arts Scholarship for Underprivileged Youth program. The entire room freezes for a moment, then bursts into laughter when Amanda sneers. "Do you think this ring is meant for poor kids coming to beg for scraps?" The mocking laughter continues like knives slicing through the atmosphere. Selena stands motionless, not snapping back, not bowing down. Her eyes hold Amanda's gaze, calm but resolute. "I'm not asking for scraps. I'm only asking for a chance to prove myself." In that instant, the once noisy gym falls silent. On one side stands the arrogant champion, and on the other, a poor girl from nowhere. An unimaginable confrontation begins. And this marks the first spark, when a poor black girl dares to face the American champion head-on. Selena Johnson was born in a poor neighborhood in Detroit, where gunshots and street fights are familiar nightly sounds. Her father died early in a gang-related violence. Her mother, a small but resilient woman, worked as a part-time maid to support 3 children. By age 15, Selena fully understood the burden of survival. She attended school while juggling 2 jobs to help her family and care for her younger siblings. But life not only imposed hardship, it armed her with another weapon: survival strength. To earn extra money, Selena participated in underground street fights in cramped, smoky basements. There were no referees, no cheering fans, only the clash of bones and the scent of blood on cement. In that dark setting, she was nicknamed Panther for her lightning-fast counters and astonishing agility. Whenever it seemed she was cornered, she would burst from a corner and emerge victorious. When she learned about the Martial Arts Scholarship for Underprivileged Youth program in Los Angeles, Selena saved every dime to buy a cross-state bus ticket. She arrived in the unfamiliar city hoping, above all else, that boxing might be her path to a better life. Meanwhile, Amanda Brooks stands in stark contrast. She was born into a wealthy family in New York, trained in boxing from childhood, went abroad for studies, and was cared for by top-tier coaches. Amanda entered the ring already wrapped in media-wrought legend, champion, sports beauty, American icon. The more famous she became, the more arrogant she grew, treating others' suffering as mere material to spice up her show. On one side is the boxing queen living under glamorous lights, and on the other, a skinny girl carrying family burdens. Their encounter at the Los Angeles gym was nothing short of a collision between 2 entirely opposite worlds. Amanda wasted no time performing for the media. The moment she noticed Selena, she sneered and commanded as if issuing royal orders. "If you've stepped into the ring, then prove yourself. 3 rounds of sparring, right now, in front of everyone here." The gym erupts. Reporters scramble to turn on their cameras. They expect a public humiliation. The champion will crush the unknown girl in mere minutes. Selena does not flinch. She nods, slips off her old sneakers, and tightens the frayed hand wraps. Before stepping into the ring, her gaze sweeps the space, observing the distance, the breathing rhythm, Amanda's every move. Right from warm-up, the difference is clear. Selena moves with graceful lightness, her feet nimble, occasionally tilting with sudden shifts in direction. Her eyes show not fear, but calculation. Coach Carlos, overseeing the scholarship program, watches from the sidelines. Brows furrowed, he murmurs to himself, "This is not an amateur." While the crowd still laughs, Selena approaches Carlos, her voice quiet yet certain. She has her titles, her glory, but I have something she has never tasted: the hunger to survive. Carlos is shaken. He understands the power forged in adversity, a force no school could ever teach. Little does the room know, in this seemingly dull open practice, they are about to witness a confrontation that will change the way everyone sees that unknown girl. Before the match began, Amanda quickly started a live stream. That arrogant smile spread across her face as she aimed the phone toward Selena. This is going to be living proof that street trash can never step into a professional ring. Viewership skyrocketed, and the comments came flooding in like a waterfall. That girl's about to be a human punching bag. Volunteering to be a victim, the internet mocked her. No one believed that skinny black girl stood a chance against the American champion. While the crowd joined in the ridicule, Selena quietly entered the waiting room. She focused on her warm-up, every punch sharp, every slip and weave so precise it gave people chills. Her eyes were serious, not the slightest bit distracted. Carlos, the coach overseeing the scholarship program, stood in the corner. Stunned, he could see that Selena was not just running on instinct, she carried the iron discipline of a true warrior. Then suddenly, a middle-aged woman appeared. It was Ed Grace, Selena's aunt and the one who had taken care of her after her father died. Grace had once been an amateur fighter. She never found fame, but she had more than enough experience to recognize the truth. She walked up beside Carlos and said quietly, her voice low and firm, "She grew up in Detroit's underground fight scene. Losing meant no food. This girl is not afraid of pain. The only thing she fears is giving up." Carlos fell silent. He understood now. In that small frame was a childhood forged in blood, tears, and the unrelenting will to survive. Word of the challenge spread quickly. A few veteran fighters in the gym, ones who had sided with Amanda, began to shift their gaze. What was once condescension became caution. They watched how Selena moved, how her eyes never wavered. In her stare, they saw a resolve that no title or fortune could ever produce. Outside, the crowd's chants for the sparring match grew louder. But deep inside, one thing was becoming clear. This would not be an easy humiliation. It would be a collision of worlds, and maybe, the moment when truth is finally revealed. The first bell rang. The entire gym fell silent. Dozens of cameras aimed at the ring. Round 1, Amanda charged like a wild beast, launching heavy punches one after another. The crowd roared, expecting Selena to collapse within seconds. But then came the surprise. Selena did not scramble to dodge. She moved smoothly, her backward steps calculated to perfection. Just as Amanda's hook barely grazed her, Selena fired back with a clean jab that made the entire room gasp. Reporters began turning their cameras toward the unknown girl. Round 2, Amanda grew impatient. Her champion's pride could not bear being disrespected by someone from the slums. She attacked even more aggressively, but her frustration opened up gaps. Selena became like a shadow, fast, precise, emotionless. A blazing combo from her thin arms drove Amanda back toward the corner. For the first time in her career, the champion was on the defensive. Cheers erupted across the room. On social media, the mocking comments vanished, replaced by shock. "This girl is the real deal. The Panther is waking up." Round 3, Amanda's sweat poured down, her face flushed red with both rage and exhaustion. Selena, in contrast, looked sharp, her breathing steady. She knew the moment had come, as Amanda overcommitted on a powerful right hook. Leaving herself wide open, Selena twisted her hips and sprang like an arrow. Her right uppercut exploded like thunder. Crack! Amanda went down, her heavy body crashing to the floor. The gym erupted. Cameras flashed like lightning. The undefeated American champion, the supposedly invincible icon, lay defeated by a poor, unknown girl. Selena did not scream, did not celebrate. She walked calmly toward her opponent, leaned down, and said, her voice quiet yet echoing through the crowd, "You taught me something important. Titles can never replace respect." For a few seconds, the room stood still. Then the crowd erupted like a storm. In that moment, Selena Johnson, the poor girl from Detroit, had rewritten history. That sparring session shook the boxing world like an earthquake. Amanda Brooks, America's arrogant icon, instantly became a magnet for criticism. Her reputation plummeted. Tournaments began to blacklist her. Sponsors pulled out. Amanda posted apology videos. But the public would not forgive. To them, she had not just lost in the ring, she had lost in the hearts of her fans. Selena Johnson, on the other hand, walked out of that open session a legend in the making. She received offers to fight professionally and became an inspiration to thousands of young women who once believed their circumstances had already decided their future. But Selena did not stop at personal glory. She founded the Panther Rising Fund, an organization that provides boxing equipment and tuition for underprivileged girls who dream of fighting, so they never had to step into underground basements like she once did. At the launch of the fund, standing before hundreds of spectators, Selena stood tall on stage, her voice warm yet firm. "I do not fight to humiliate anyone. I fight to claim dignity for people like me, the ones no one believed in, but who never stopped believing in themselves." The hall erupted in applause. That once skinny girl had now become a symbol, not just of boxing, but of the power of human will. And if you believe that determination can break every stereotype, follow this channel and help spread the strength of stories like these.